Today, from First Energy
Mike
Stadium in
Vrabel,
Cleveland,
nigga,
Ohio,
please. I run the ball the whole game.
it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
No huddle, run heavies. No huddle, run heavy. Let's get it.
It's the Cleveland Browns taking on St. Louis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents.
It's cold outside. Let's go. Where we at?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner.
We in
Charles,
Cleveland,
talk about
yeah.
storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, McLaughlin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with second in just a couple of inches now from the 29. He finds his man complete. That's Palmer. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's McLaughlin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Charles. He finds his man complete. That's Palmer. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Charles. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Let's get it.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Would you say that last week's performance by him workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Franklin. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Across the 50 into Browns territory. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. It's Gardner.
Damn, Kyle Hamilton. That nigga be... He hates me, dog. He be letting niggas have it. He let somebody... It was Dakota. He let Dakota have it in the whole last game.
You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
Towards Labrum again.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defense.
Fuck, he tore his Labrum again. Oh, I can restart this game. I'm definitely not taking it. I'm going to just play this out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 23.
Oh, good catch.
Coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Charles. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Charles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion. Really good pickup.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Charles. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on St. Louis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though
Cleveland,
have never stopped supporting
this is for you. Damn, I should have gave him the numbers, the helmets with the numbers on it. The helmets with the numbers on
They
it.
are ready to do battle with their opponents.
I've been waiting my whole time to find someone for you.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it
Scotty Miller
later in the game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw. Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. But I think the Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed.
Max Crosby be getting the fucking work, I'm going to say that.
News on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Charles. And they were just well upfield across the
Fuck.
45.
Some shit at
Oh,
all.
now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, Charles. He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their two games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Max Crosby again.
He goes into Raven territory. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation. They show the shotgun.
And I think the ball's out.
Good
It's
job.
picked up by the Ravens.
I was trying to pitch that bitch too.
So here are the Ravens now.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he covered some fucking space.
And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about. How do we find a way to win the game? Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Franklin. And this one nearly picked off.
Jesus.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there to nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Franklin toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st down, Gardner. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. on first down. Franklin.
Man, come on, man.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly
It took too long.
but he does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he dropped the ball.
And on 4th down, this is a big call. So he was passed. That's the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing on first down. Charles. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Charles. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, bitch.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down. Charles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to get this one down to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Franklin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They get this out left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8.
All right, come up there.
Here's the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He gets this close to the 30-yard line.
Lamar should be above that. So I think teams around the
Oh, it was holding up. Yeah.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Announce it officially. Well, you really be the one that's calling Baltimore all the time, but really in Cleveland, if you know the news today, is that Deshaun Watson did show up, right, to report to training camp along with the other quarterbacks. We are awaiting a potential suspension for him.
They give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Like you said, he and the rest of the quarterbacks reported today.
They'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Set their number 2 ready. He will take a lot of reps in practice during training camp.
And he sneaks his way forward trouble here. Second down. 8 yards to go on second down.
Fourth QB, but that's more about competition in camp. It really is Jacoby Brissett. What we expected to kind of hold the fort
And
and
give
focus
this
on
time
their
as a
passes.
tailback. And he stopped immediately there. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Next week on July 26th, and I have a feeling we'll get to know Kmart
Operating from the gun, Franklin.
Now the second half of the baseball season beginning yesterday.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
You are feeling really good. New York is 12-1 to win the Fall Classic on April 7th. They're now co-favorites with the Dodgers at 4-1. Orioles over under for wins entering this year 62.5. They already have 46 wins on pace for 81, which would beat their total by 19 dubs. And if you're feeling great, you predicted the Nationals struggle. Their win total is 70.5 entering the season. They're on pace to be 18 wins short of that. And it could get even worse if they deal Juan Soto. Great transition. Baseball inside. Get back.
On first down.
So the trade deadline gap is just 11 days.
Oh, 9, you was done
He's brought down. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Two camps in Major League Baseball now. One looks at Juan Soto like he's
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the
a
yard.
lot of complications here. Putting together a trade of this magnitude in this short a period of time is a difficult thing to do. And on top of that,
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not score there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple taking it from the ball down to the
plenty of others are still extremely interested in to try to consummate the deal before that August 2nd, 6th.
A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Winners of 14 straight, the
Well, it was
longest
second
streak
and goal.
entering
You're
the
in
break
there
by any
close.
team
That's the
ever.
fullback's
One
comfort
shot, the
zone.
longest in
Not
team
only is
history.
it his
Each
comfort
year,
zone, it's an
Mariners from that special
expectation.
team
That's
on
what he's
15 in a
supposed to
row.
do. Turn it, hand it to
2001.
him.
Dodgers,
Big
they
guy
continue to
fire
pile
up.
up.
Find your way to the end zone.
They had the second
Lutz good
best
on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
chance to win the World
That
Series.
5 should be gone.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Shohei Ohtani, Corbin Burns, and Logan Webb all are starting and all are in
How's
the top
that?
10 and signing out for their respective leagues. Jeff, when you look at the landscape of the league right now, what's the one storyline that you
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kevin, we've been talking about the New York Yankees potentially
Take it at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Best single season win total of all time. And here they come out to break.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get this time of year, maybe
So far,
and that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So from 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Visit Baltimore, a team that's playing really well. 3-game set starting tonight. Jeff, thank you so much.
Where Derek Carr explains the bunting has early impact in Las Vegas, and which AFC West QB is the toughest test for a defense. Plus, the countdown to college football is on. We're running for the teams with the best odds to capture a conference title, and our betting experts share six much bet for a conference win. Hey, Donovan Mitchell's latest offseason message as the Jazz see the trade partner for the start-off. Sports Center continues
Get this
next.
one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun.
Oh, baby!
Middle of the field and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing.
That's why I got the smile, man.
Means necessary on 3rd down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Where
If you don't repeat
is
every time, Still hanging around.
Let's hear the music.
So today, let's paint with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand. Make your home
as he'll put it away for the
Bear,
second time.
exclusively at the Home Depot.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they slot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
They needed that loss. You know, it's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you get it?
Everything
That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss get us off your back.
Or timeless things.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There's no more
Bro.
Please, right now.
That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The 44 though? Yeah.
He was trying to clear the way to make fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
6 all-star selections go to his head.
Second down now. That's Frazier. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Franklin. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. Unlucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Oh, baby cheetah.
And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. You think the coach may have
Don't take the stick.
some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? I think the team's going to look at him and coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the runner. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
With promotional products people love from the experts at 4imprint. Enjoy that feeling of certainty at 4imprint. 4imprint, for certain.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, fellas. There is nothing like this atmosphere on Sunday.
Charles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Second half begins on Sunday night.
Back to throw. Charles. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points they were thinking about.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown.
Damn. And I literally decided I'm going to try to run through the middle of that shit.
His 4th touchdown.
It's cool.
Just continue to find ways where I can benefit Rudy even better. There's going to be times where Rudy's not going to get
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground,
you know, just do my job at the highest level possible, play at that MVP level when I can, and have shown, and just continue to push that out for 82 games. And, let the chips fall
So
over.
here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3.
That's exactly what you think that factor, though.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that's hold up their end.
And he will make the catch. A big play that time for the Ravens.
Cannot wait. 36 days away from
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I got the answers to the test before the game even begins. This guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game, and so far he's passing with flying colors.
Completion is tight end, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's on the ground. Second and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow he would muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by
Backup quarterback. I fucking knew it, man. Throw that ball down the field. God, throw that ball down the fucking field, man. Oh, throw it down the field. It's that backup quarterback. He threw one against, I feel like he threw a pick against you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go, it's been a tight game. You figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Come off that ball, dog.
Golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And he missed the damn tackle. He is me. Man, come on.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
With over 3,000 yards in the air and on the ground last. Plus, I'll always winning.
On first down. Looking to throw. Charles got his man.
Good job, 75.
It's McLaughlin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He got a drop
That's
there.
again complete to Palmer. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They're not going to get the next play off, so as long as I don't give up a fucking touchdown.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th. To throw again.
Yes, sir.
This is caught. Nifty running
Yes.
there, but it'll come on what should be the final
Good
play of
fucking
half number
job.
one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. C.D. Lamb. 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. They'll try the left side. Frazier. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up. Right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Damn it.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get I love the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rep.
To us, we're just trying to figure out a way to get better and to win football games.
The Raiders, of course, just one part of what promises to be a wild, wild AFC West. It's crazy when you think about the fact that division, one that for years has seen one team with a clear stranglehold.
What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Okay. Let's try. Okay.
The 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, let me touch him.
Before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Okay, just up the sideline. You good. You definitely sit your ass down too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Off the play fake, Charles. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's McLaughlin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To To throw on second down. Charles. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Oh, you'd love to see it. Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird will face each other for the 46th and possibly final time in their illustrious careers tonight when the Storm visit the Mercury. There is, of course, a small chance that they could see each other once again in the playoffs. That is both, though, in this game. Nothing's promised, nothing's guaranteed. And certainly this week has been full of reflection for Taurasi. For more on this matchup, here's Josh Weinfuss with our SportsCenter report.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished
retirement, and tonight being the last time that her and Diana Taurasi will be on the court together has set in for Diana in recent days. The usually reserved Taurasi admitted she's sad but has started to feel closure.
It's been incredible to
the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And again this time to the tailback.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Frazier, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space.
Now it feels like the only thing they got on the bump. They are even money on the first 5-inning money line. Otani ERA 1.83 in his last 13 starts. Look at that. X Games SoCal continues tonight, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on the ESPN app. The world's best action sports app.
He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And quickly they get to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Frazier. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off-play action. Franklin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Blocking the bag, Jesus.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Back to throw. Franklin got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Franklin firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot. The defense, what they're trying to do is make sure
he looking like, why this nigga didn't just throw me the ball? That's wild. I am crazy for not just throwing it. Whoa. I don't know. And I'm tripping because I just throw the ball to S1 right now. Just throw it now.
I have a lot of questions. Time for the top 10 quarterbacks in the video game Madden 20.
stretch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A good start to the drive here.
Why is Marty McFly playing corner?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Charles, throw left side.
Whoa.
That's McLaughlin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10, Charles. He finds his man complete. It's McLaughlin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a good play call.
They were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Oh, made me jump. It made me take a high jump, too.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Oh, I'm good.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead will shrink to 6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle. And he'll be stopped right around. Gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be, he's got a man. again, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go
Man, when can he get in the fucking zone?
I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Back to throw. Franklin.
Woo!
This one's caught. And their fourth quarter
Dude, that bitch hard.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That was 26 years ago. Race officials took another look. They adjusted the time, and they moved it down to 19.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Charles, he finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Charles. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Seven? What that nigga want?
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
third down. Franklin going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
The baby cheetah.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter.
Domino's online carryout deal now includes our delicious oven-baked dips and twist combos for $7.99 each. So let's play a word association game. Dips and twists.
$7.99.
8-piece wings.
$7.99.
3-topping pizzas.
$7.99.
The only place to get this deal.
Domino's.
Life is all about trying new things, or old things in new ways, or timeless things in timely ways. So try a gold peak, then try something else.
And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On first down, Charles. And Miller with it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on second down. Charles.
Ooh, good job, Ray Ray.
Middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Woo! I knew it too.
A jump ball, and this is caught. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a dump off here complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Come off that ball, man.
Patterson. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run.
Oh, we took each other out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
The game-sealing interception, by the way.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Curtis. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Browns are right back in this football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest instead. Here the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing.
It's cool. I respect it, actually, because it makes you think, right? If a guy that makes $17 million a year...
Makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Charles. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Going up top for Miller. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. Charles. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Man.
A little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
U.S. tour finishes up with a match against German football power Bayern Munich, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on ESPN from Lambeau Field.
The worst part is that I'm actually married to a Tom.
Oh, you're going to hear about it.
No, he knows. He knows that he can speak up during baseball season. And that's when he talks.
Oh, well, we love you. We love you. God bless you.
This is my daughter's coming home for the holidays. Oh, that's great news. I'm glad you're not going to be alone. Then she goes on and on about how great her daughter is. I guess her daughter got a new agent. She's out in Hollywood. She's in movies and on television and all this stuff. And as she's telling me this, I'm thinking this woman is so sweet. She probably doesn't even know who I am or what I do for her.